What is up, everyone? Guys, listen up. In today's video, I want to talk about the Purifier, the Plasma Shotgun, and the Scorcher. I've tested every single one of them against the bots, against the bugs, and I want to give you guys my opinion on which I think is the best out of these three. If you maybe haven't purchased the War Bond, for example, and you're still thinking, or in general, which one is the most powerful one out of these when it comes to Super Helldive specifically, right? Obviously, on other difficulties, it's going to be great as well if it slaps on Super Helldive. So I'm going to discuss all of these weapons. I'm going to tell you the good sides and the bad sides. So let's get right into it. The first one that I want to talk about is the Scorcher. Now, this one did get a fire rate increase, and it really does feel extremely good right now. So essentially, when a weapon gets a fire rate increase, that means that the DPS just gets better, right? Everything that you were killing in, let's say, 10 seconds, you're going to be killing in less. And that's essentially what the Scorcher does right now. They also did a ammo change to it. So in the magazine, now it has 20 instead of 15. However, we do get one last magazine. And I think that that was a mistake, to be honest. Having that sixth magazine wouldn't really hurt the weapon. Definitely would not make it OP. The devs are still kind of afraid to, give us those extra magazines, maybe because there's some kind of customization on the way. I don't know. I hope that is the case. But overall, the Scorcher right now deals tons of damage very, very fast. And the other day when we were testing it, for example, even when you're taking out the charges, right? If you're going for the tail or if you're trying to take him out from the front, it just works. And truth be told, it works better than it ever did because of the fire rate, right? So you go for the tail and you just unleash it, and it just disappears. It's like non-existent. When it comes to ad clear, it's pretty good. Also, it absolutely slaps Bile Titans. Like, you can destroy Bile Titans with the weapon right now. Like, if you position correctly and you're hitting that underbelly and the tail, yeah, they go down pretty quickly, especially from a primary weapon. It's impressive how good of a job it does against Bile Titans, right? Do I think it is the best out of the three, though? With all of that said, no. And the biggest problem is going to be ammo economy. Now that it has better fire rate, and yes, overall, it has a few bullets more than previously, but it has way faster fire rate, man, like way faster. And you're just running through the ammo very quickly. Now, some people might say, but Pip, maybe you shouldn't utilize that fire rate and you just should single tap it. And yeah, you can do that. But once you're going against Bile Titans and you need that fast DPS, fast kills, you're gonna want to utilize it. And even if you go for the single taps, right? I still think that the Scorcher is in need of some kind of ammo economy buff. Now, on top of that, compared to, for example, the Purifier, which I'm going to be talking about next, the ad clear isn't as effective, right? It doesn't have that huge area of effect. The explosion isn't as big. And overall, the Purifier just does a better job at clears. No matter how you look at it, it does. Now, first, let's talk about the Purifier and the Plasma, and then I'll tell you where I place the Scorcher overall, because I want to break down the points, the goods and the bads first, so you guys get an idea of what my thought process is before we rank these weapons, okay? Now, the Purifier got an absolutely ridiculous buff. Essentially, it has two different playstyles, right? You can use it as a fast-firing weapon, not the same fire rate as the Scorcher, but pretty good fire rate, or you can fully charge the shots and deal 100% more damage. It also got a huge increase when it comes to explosive damage. So when you're landing your direct shots, you're in total dealing 500 damage. That is crazy for a primary weapon, guys. It is ridiculous, honestly. Now, the single target damage on the Purifier, phenomenal, right? If you're using the charge shots, you're destroying chargers. Like, when I'm saying destroying, I mean it. Not just by the damage to the tail, but it's so easy to take out chargers from the front now. Just throw those shots under the legs. And because the explosion is so big, it directly, easily hits the tail and you're just killing him in just a few shots, man. In my opinion, currently, it's the best weapon across the board, right? Like, there are some weapons that are actually very good as well, but I do think it's better than all of them at this point. It also offers different playstyles, right? And some people might say, yeah, but the crossbow is great as well. And it is. And to be honest, crossbow has something that the Purifier doesn't, which is, for example, it closes down bug holes. But guys, listen up. The Purifier has way better ammo economy. Let me explain, right? The crazy thing about the Purifier is that it does extremely high damage with the fully charged shots, right? But you know what's crazier? The fact that every time you fully charge the Purifier and take a shot, it literally doesn't take more ammo than a normal shot. So essentially you have 15 shots of 500 damage in the mag. And that is what puts it apart from any other weapon in the game. Not to mention the fact that the explosions are huge. So your clear potential is insane. It's very easy to take out a bunch of enemies. Now, when they are getting close to you, simply because how Purifier works, when you're just quick tapping it and trying to either hip fire or just take out the enemies that are close to you, it doesn't deal as much damage to you. For example, compared to the plasma shotgun, right? We're going to talk about that as well. However, you got to still be careful because if you do fully charge it, it will destroy you because that damage is very high and the explosive radius is also very big. When it comes to Bile Titans, it does a great job as well. You got to go for that belly area or the tail, as mentioned, same as the Scorcher. However, if you see that the armor is cracked on the Bile Titan and then you just charge up a shot and hit that shoulder area with the Purifier, yeah, the Titan just gets absolutely annihilated. You can do the same with the Scorcher and the Plasma Shotgun as well, by the way, but because of the charged shot having so much more damage and bigger explosion area, it's just easier, much more comfortable across the board. When it comes to the Shriekers, both the Scorcher and the Purifier will do a great job as long as you're landing your shots. It's going to be one shot. Obviously, there are some weapons that do a better and easier job. For example, the ones that have fire on it, fire damage on it, they can just burn them down. Even if you miss most of your shots, as long as one of the pellets from the shotguns hit the Shriekers, you're going to be taking them out. When it comes to Spewers, Devastators, Shielded Devastators, Normal Devastators, right? Berserkers, the Purifier is absolutely out of this world. Like, I'm talking full-on clears with the Purifier alone, like 5 or 10 Devastators just standing there, or even shielded ones standing there, and you're just destroying them because the charge shots are so good. So across the board, I do think that the Purifier is simply better than the Scorcher. And one thing to keep in mind, as mentioned, is the set ammo economy. Not only do you have 15 fully charged shots that you can use, but you also got to keep in mind that these shots clear way more enemies per shot than the Scorcher does, right? And that overall also plays an extra role when it comes to ammo economy. Okay, now let's talk about the Plasma Shotgun, the last one of the three. So the changes: reduced recoil, they changed the fire rate, so they increased the fire rate, and they changed the way the projectile functions. Previously, before this patch, right, the projectile would be like, it had more of a curve. Right now, when you shoot it, the momentum of it is much faster and it goes more forward, and then towards the end, it kind of drops off. Now, personally, for me, it feels incredible. I absolutely love it. I really do. I know that there are some people that don't enjoy it. I think this is kind of a personal thing. To say the weapon got nerfed is not true. The fire rate got better, and it's just a different style of a shot. On paper, the weapon did not get nerfed. The damage is not worse, right? The recoil is not worse. The travel time's better. The fire rate is better, which once again, overall means better DPS. So if you're killing a charger, shooting it in the tail, or landing the shot from the front, the charger is going to die faster because your shots are going to land faster. It's just easy as that. When it comes to ad clear, such as like Stalkers or Devastators or Commanders, whatever it is, nothing changed in terms of damage. It feels exactly the same. Just give it time though. I think a lot of people are just used to how the weapon functioned, which makes sense. I myself had a problem with it when I first used it. I was like, holy shit, I need to stop aiming above a little bit because I was used to it, right? So I would aim a little bit higher than the enemy, so it would just hit them all the time. But now when they're in that close to mid-range, you just got to aim at them. That's what you got to do. Once you understand that, the weapon feels phenomenal, in my humble opinion. The travel time is just so much better. It gets to the enemy faster, which means that I can take them out faster. I would love to hear your thoughts on this in the comment section below, by the way. It's okay if we disagree. Once again, we can always agree to disagree. So out of these three weapons, how would I rate them? I would 100% say that the Purifier currently is the best one. Like, if you haven't gotten the Purifier, go for it. It's that good. It's worth your time. It's worth the investment. No matter which enemy you're fighting, it might be even better on the bot side. And you guys know I love playing against the bugs, but when you're using the Purifier against the bots right now, it absolutely slaps. Now, between the Scorcher and the Plasma Shotgun, this is just going to be a personal thing. I prefer the plasma shotgun. I think that it feels better. I think the ammo economy is overall better, and I feel like it has way better clear as well. As long as you know how to land the shots, though. A lot of people don't know how to land the shots with the plasma shotgun, so it just doesn't work out as well. It's not the weapon's fault. You just need a little bit more time to get used to the weapon and understand the weapon, especially now after the changes. I prefer the plasma shotgun. That said, is the Scorcher bad? No, not at all. Some people would prefer the Scorcher over the plasma shotgun. That's absolutely fine as well. And if you want a weapon that kills Bile Titans as a primary more efficiently, more effectively, plasma shotgun's not gonna be the one. I feel like both of the other ones, which is the Scorcher and the Purifier, those two do a way better job at killing Titans. So yeah, those are my thoughts about the plasma weapons. I think that overall, all of these weapons, all the plasma weapons right now, are in a phenomenal place. If you guys did enjoy the video, and only if you did, slap the like, sub to the channel. Once again, make sure to let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Thank you so much for all the love and support. As always, stay positive, stay disciplined, and I'll see you all on the next one.
Let's go! Let's go, baby! Let's go!
I mean, we literally have the best community of all time.
Oh! Oh, he got no scoped!